Former San Diego Mayor Bob Filner has pleaded guilty to 3 charges, and those 3 charges include a felony, 1 felony, and also a count of false imprisonment by violence. And of course, this has to do with the 20 different women that came forward alleging that he sexually assaulted them. And it's kind of incredible because he was refusing to resign, but he did finally decide to resign on August 30th after so many women came forward, and there was really no hiding the fact that he had done some bad things.
He's a bad man.
Yeah.
They talk about the vaunted Filner headlock in all the proceedings. Isn't it amazing that that's your move? Like some guys, like they have like an opening line. Some guys have to walk away. Whatever. People have moves, right? This dude's move, and he was a mayor of one of the largest cities in the country. Someone was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Well, sit down, and he grabs you in the headlock.
And then he would whisper dirty things.
And then he whispered dirty things, and then sometimes he'd touch him.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I can't believe that he thought he would get away with it. And of course that's wrong and I don't agree with it. But then I keep thinking about what I would feel like if a guy I'm attracted to did that to me, and it would be really hot.
Oh. Now we're getting to 50 Shades of Filner then.
Okay.
Yeah, but
sorry,
not Filner.
That's just an aside. I apologize for making that comment.
Of course, if it was consensual, then in this case,
of course.
it was not, and Mr. Roper never got their consent at all.
Exactly. All right.
Totally looks like Mr. Roper from Three's Company.
All right, so let me read you what the charges are. He faces 1 felony count of false imprisonment by violence, fraud, menace, and deceit, and also 2 misdemeanor counts of battery. Now, there are certain things that he has to go through as a result of this plea. He must undergo mental health treatment. He has agreed to never seek public office again. He will also lose a portion of his city pension. So some harsh consequences and harsh realities for his ridiculous behavior.
Well, he certainly, for his own good, should seek mental health treatment because he did this to so many women. There's obviously something a little off with him. Look, the whole thing's a shame because actually back in the day he was a good guy. He was one of the freedom riders, right? And he would go down to the South and voluntarily he would get roughed up by the guys back there to fight for civil rights. He was a really brave guy back in the day. And at some point, I guess he lost it. And he just, and he didn't get that that's not how you approach women, especially if you hold a position of power and you're their boss. You don't get to put them in a headlock. So it wound up in this tragic ending where, in a sense, he put himself in his own political headlock. Like, oh, shit, what am I doing? Oh, my God, I've ruined my career.
I mean, look, he should face some serious charges. He will not get any jail time based on this plea deal. And that's the reason why he agreed to plead guilty. But he will have to deal with 3 years of probation. He does have to deal with the mental health treatment. Look, he did his job, okay? And what he did was wrong, but I don't think you should get rid of his entire pension as a result of that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, especially from your perspective, if somebody put you in a headlock and then started whispering weird things to you, and you would be so freaked out, right?
Unless
it was, of course, like as you said,
if
it's part of your consensual play, then you're having
Latin
fun.
Guy that I'm
but like
into,
weird
totally,
70-year-old Mr. Roper puts you in a headlock, you're going to be freaked the fuck out. But you still would say he shouldn't lose his whole pension.
I would say he should not lose his whole pension.
Yeah.
And please do not misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not saying I agree with anything that he did or that we should let him off easy. Of course, he should face some harsh consequences for what he did. But I mean, he was mayor of San Diego. He did his job. I don't think that you should just destroy his entire, retirement or his pension as a result of that.
Yeah, that's a tough call, man. I mean, look, it's hard for me to be in the same spot, right? Because I'm a big guy, so I can fight back and stuff. But let's say it was some guy who put me in a headlock and then grabbed my ass and stuff. Would I want to take away his whole pension in his retirement? No, I would want some sort of justice and stuff.
Of course.
But it sounds like a bit too harsh to me, too. And they didn't go in that direction. But look, if you're one of the 20 who got sexually harassed by him and to some degree sexually assaulted by him, and you wanted more, I certainly understand.